What's up, everybody? It is a lot that we gotta discuss. I can't even do like a little long intro because it's a lot that I gotta get off my chest. I couldn't really run and go live today because, of course, I was at work, and we'll get into all of that because today is the VMAs. We got the former queen of hip hop, Nicki Minaj. She'll be there with the current queen, Doja Cat, and another current queen of hip hop, Megan Thee Stallion, all the new relevant girl. They're much younger, not old like Nicki. But we'll get into that once that airs so we can do our review. But first, let's get into our political stuff. Let's get this out. Our president, Joe Biden, is definitely on the verge of being impeached by the House of Representatives. So today, the announcement was made by Speaker McCarthy that he came out and said that he is going to do an impeachment inquiry, meaning they're going to investigate before they bring it to the floor vote. They're going to have a House committee. This is nothing but political theater because Trump was impeached twice. So now we're going to try to impeach President Biden. I'm here for the political theater, but at the same time, they're not passing anything to help with the infrastructure. Some more things. They're not passing things to help bring up the minimum wage. They're just doing this, trying to get back at the current White House person that holds the seat of the power. I want to see Republicans get into making it easier for African Americans, making it easy for Americans, period, so they can survive. Making it easy for people to get business loans instead of student loans. Making it easy for people to become first-time homeowners and making them get into learning about credit and helping them get more line of credit so they can afford to get into home ownership. It's a lot of other things that I would hopefully that Republicans should be doing, bringing down the national debt, helping to help the middle class and those that are working to get into the middle class. So we have more people in the middle class and more people in the top 1%. But just going out to Joe Biden is stupid. But it's going to be a ratings boost. The networks love it. They're going to tune in. I'm going to tune in. I'm going to listen. I'm going to watch. But at the same time, I'm going to show great love to this. And also, Republicans have to understand, if Joe Biden get removed from the Senate, which is highly unlikely, he's going to get removed. Because if it's a 50-50, Kamala Harris got the tie-breaking vote. And by history, she's going to vote to keep him in. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, he gets removed. He gets convicted out, get removed out of office. That means Kamala Harris immediately gets sworn in to be the next president of the United States. So that means she would be the 47th president of the United States. Do you really want that, Republicans? Your disdain and disgust for Joe Biden, that you would want to risk putting a black woman in office? You know that ain't going to happen because you know you don't have the votes. You probably don't even have the votes to impeach him, especially around those Republicans that are Republicans in those blue counties or blue districts. So we shall see how this is going to turn out. Whether you get impeached or not, I think people should be aware, especially black folks. We should be aware. Now, let's move on because I don't want to go to sleep. Anytime I'm talking about Joe Biden, so let's move on. Now, let's get into Blueface and Chrisean. They this couple have been eating up the charts, not just the Billboard charts, but they have been eating up the social media conversation. So finally, she was able to get she had a baby boy. Chrisean had a baby boy. Blueface and Chrisean had a baby boy, and they decided to get the baby. Well, she decided to get the baby baptized. Instead of them bringing the baby into the church, they did it with a teddy bear. But one thing I can respect about Chrisean is that she loved God. I hope that she takes some of the principles of being a true woman of God by not allowing a man to walk on her. Clearly, Chrisean is a better person than Blueface. Clearly, Chrisean is more talented. Clearly, she is the one that's keeping this storyline coming. Without Chrisean, there will not be a Blueface to even talk about. Nobody's talking about his baby mama. Nobody's talking about that baby mama over there where he's trying to replace Chrisean. Let's be crystal clear on that. Now, I see a lot of people in here. They said, "But Wiley, you was with them." I was. I mean, but now it's getting kind of bored. It's the same thing. She pretended to be hurt. She pretended he's trolling her with the baby, said, I'm going to get full custody of the baby. She's sitting there crying. She don't hold the baby right. They're saying she giving up her yoni at a gym. It's just a lot of unnecessary drama. And guess who's going to be used as content? The baby. Unfortunately, the baby is used as content because if she really wanted to bring her pregnancy and keep it private, she would have literally kept it private. She wouldn't have told and streamed it on Instagram. She wouldn't have streamed it on Instagram. She would have kept that intimate moment private. But she showed it to the world. So that's why we are going to continue to talk about these people because it's all in the news. They're on the Shade Room. They're on the Ball Alert. They're everywhere. They're getting more publicity than a lot of these mainstream, like big budgeted artists. Like, let's be clear, Blueface only had one major hit and he got on because of that. But what's keeping him current, what's keeping the lights on, is Chrisean. That's what's keeping these lights on. And Zeus is keeping the lights on because they're throwing money at them because regardless of what I may think of them being trash or what's the name being musty or Blueface is asking his son, I hope you don't be gay, and they bring in child protective services. Regardless, people is tuning in and they're watching it. Okay? It is what it is. Like when I looked at Chrisean, I'm like, why in the world you got that big, thick old chain? Now, when you have to push, shouldn't you keep your throat without a chain? I know I work in healthcare and they tell us don't wear expensive jewelry. Like don't wear all that heavy chains when you're doing care because somebody might grab your neck or your chain. Don't wear the big old earrings because you want to make sure you clear because of the type of care you're doing. So I know if you're pushing out that child, you got to keep your airways, your throat clear. You got to keep it clear. So I just think she did that to go viral. She knew the people was watching. She did it. And Blueface intentionally didn't show up just to keep us talking about it. And guess what? We still talking about them today. We are still talking about them. They are today generation. When he's talking about publicity, the Beyonce and Jay-Z of today generation. Now, when I talk to some of the Beehive, they get mad when I say it, but there is no other couple that get talked about around the world like Blueface and Chrisean. Not even Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah, we talk about Beyonce as an entity that goes on tour and shake her badoosie, but when it comes as couples conversation, Blueface and Chrisean is the most recognizable couple on the planet. The most recognized couple. I can't even just say black couple. They're the most recognized couple, period. You can go to the filth of Alabama and the filthy part of Alabama, and you can go to the filthy part of Maryland because Maryland is very dirty, and you can definitely see that Blueface Chrisean is more recognizable. And they have been going on for almost 2 years. It's not letting up because the blogs constantly post them every single day without a press, without a stop, without a, oh my God, it's too much. And the more we complain and say, this is trash, she look like she stink, she look like her breath stink, y'all give that the highest engagement, 95,000 likes, hundreds of thousands of comments, 10,000 comments, 300,000 likes. So y'all keep saying y'all don't like it. I believe that post of her pregnancy got like 1 million likes on the Shade Room. So clearly that telling us that people is involved into this whole toothless, bumpy peen relationship. They're into it. They're talking about it. They're discussing it. They're dissecting it. And everybody, either you are, it's a vibe all the time, or you with Teyana bust it down. Regardless of what side you're on, you're talking about them. Whether you think they're garbage or whether you think they are the new Beyonce and Jay-Z. So we shall see. And I understand that I got some people in here that do not like Blueface and Chrisean. I get it. I stopped watching the show because it was stupid. because I heard the storyline play out on social media. Now, if they were covering stuff on the show that wasn't on social media, then of course I would have not been bored with Zeus. But I got tired of watching Zeus, and I'm watching it here, looking at the show, and I'm like, I seen this boy like deja vu, all because I follow them both. Blueface, I got him on my Twitter, where it automatically comes on my Twitter. And I also have automatically got Chrisean on my Twitter as well. I automatically put these two entities on my Twitter. So anytime they post something, it automatically sends to my phone. I am following them when it comes to that. I automatically do it. I follow them well. And I understand why Chrisean is dirty, because she's from Baltimore. Like, when last time I went to Baltimore, only thing I could have said, garbage bags, garbage bags, garbage bags, brooms, brooms, brooms. I remember the Republican Party have focused on the filthiness in Baltimore, Maryland. It is a filthy city, and it's so corrupt. If you look at the corruption with the leaders in Maryland, you can understand why Chrisean is a broken, stinky person. You can understand, because she come from a very dirty, dirty. And there is some good, clean people in Baltimore, Maryland, but I'm talking about the parts I was in. It was very filthy. We was in there for the, I believe they call it the African Fest, or they probably call it something else. And I know Brandy was the headliner many, many years ago. And I went there in my Nissan Sentra, 2012 Sentra, and I went into that CVS parking lot, and the filth that I seen in that Baltimore, I was like extremely disgusted that the leaders of Baltimore, Maryland, failed leaders, weak leaders, trashy leaders, those Democrats, it's just destroying Baltimore, and the filthy abandoned buildings in Baltimore is crazy. So I'm just going to mind my business about it, but I understand it makes sense why Chrisean is like she is, because she lived in a filthy environment. So it's okay for her to be a little musty. Having folks musty in Maryland, that's like having on perfume. They don't care. You eat their box, it tastes like some old fish. They don't care at all. Keep eating it. That's the kind of stuff it is when it comes to stuff. And I get it. Chicago, we used to be a filthy city. It's beautiful, very beautiful. I don't know, so you got to dodge, poom pound, you got to dodge with a vest and all that. But it's a very clean place compared to Baltimore, dirty. All right. So we're going to move on that. And I understand if you're from Baltimore, please forgive me. I know Love Maria. I know Plain James from Baltimore, Maryland. They're very clean women, very clean, beautiful, thick women. It's just sad that they had to live in Baltimore, Baltimore, Maryland, around all that filth. It's really, really sad. But it is some very clean women like Love Maria, Plain James, very clean women. Look, she clean. You know what I'm saying? Look like she sound like a cinnamon roll. You know a cinnamon bun roll, when you pull it like cinnamon roll? So I promise I will definitely go back to Baltimore and with a cleaning staff, just in case if I need to have a cleaning staff. But nevertheless, that's what Chrisean is from. And Blueface, like, he stinks. That's why he fell in love with. He probably went to Baltimore, filthy Baltimore, and he just said, let me pick this girl up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, let's move on. I don't want to talk more about it because I don't want nobody to get offended, because the last time we were talking about Baltimore, Maryland, y'all brought Plain Jane in my chat. And if she wasn't so beautiful, I probably would have checked her, but she's too thick and beautiful. I can't check her. She's too intelligent. She's more intelligent than me. But I love her, though. All right. Now, somebody that used to, Kelly Price, I want to say this because my producer sent me this about Kelly Price. And I'm like, why are we talking about this chick? This chick failed as a gospel artist, failed as an R&B artist. She ate herself to high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Why is she in the news? Well, she in the news because she want everybody to know she was doing a concert. And she said, because y'all made fun of me that I faked about having COVID, y'all can kiss my big black behind. I'm like, first of all, I know it stink back there, number one. Number two, I don't want to kiss none that come from Kelly Price, okay? She don't look that clean to me. Second of all, we as the people didn't say you was a liar. Your own sister said you was a liar when she went over there with that pedo, Larry Reed. When she went over there, she said you was a liar. So let's be clear. Let's not act like we came up with the rumors that you lied. It was your sister saying something is wrong, ain't nothing wrong. It was your husband. He's doing this for you to go viral, for you to sell tickets. But it seems to me, Kelly Price, either you got the COVID or somebody cheated you out of a rental car. Every time you're in the news, not for, your music, not for mourning, not for any of these songs, not for Hotel Heartbreak or Hotel Breakup, whatever that song you did with Whitney Houston. You always in the news for some controversy. Either you sick, and then it's come out you're not sick. You arguing with the rental company. You arguing with the promoter. It's always something. I don't know what dark cloud is over you, but sister, you were so nice when you was 450 pounds. Go eat a turkey. Go eat a double cheeseburger. Go eat deep fried chicken, fried fish. Because when you was big, you was sweet. But once you start losing a couple of pounds, you got nasty. You got really nasty. Most big folks, obese people, when they become small, they become me. All the big folks I've met was nice and juicy and jolly, and they smelled good, smelled like powder, and they just smelled like good old hot chocolate and chicken grease. But when they lose the weight, they typically put on this persona of being a B word, being evil and malicious. Go back when you was eating about 3 or 4 pans of potato salad. Now, she probably is skinny now. This picture, I did this really quickly because I wanted to hurry up and do this show before the senior citizen, Nicki Minaj, hosts the VMAs. So I got to do that so I could eat and watch the VMAs, watch that senior citizen get up there and try to host and be out of breath. Anyway, but that's what I have to say about that. They said, let the bad shape go to their head. I like what Mr. Big said, call him. She said, I'm calling. Okay. So that's what I have to understand. And I know that people is mad at my commentary, but I'm going to tell you, like I told Chronicle Speaks on the phone last night, I'm going to do me like you going to do you, but never in your wildest dreams try to tell me how to do my show. And I tell Kelly Price that, okay? Never try to tell me how to do my show. If you don't think I'm telling right, well, go watch somebody else. On this show, I'm going to tell my conversation. I believe that Kelly Price is mean and Shirley. She mean and Shirley, and ever since she started losing her weight, dating that man that's taking up all her little residuals and royalties, she got nasty and disgusting. So I'm just going to always get my thoughts, and it is what it is. If you upset, if you a big old Kelly Price fan, I know it's about 2 of y'all in the chat. Y'all can call in, y'all can defend her, but she told us to kiss her butt because we didn't believe that she had the Rona. No, your sister didn't believe it, and we believe your sister. So technically, we didn't believe you. Okay? Why you up there worried? Shouldn't you? See, this is the thing I don't like when people do their concerts. They so busy trying to address their critics. Address your fans that's coming to see you singing them Tide records that came out when I was a little baby. Go and perform the records. Don't worry about what if we felt like you was trash for lying that you had the Rona. All right? Just like Opinionated with a Side of Shade. She was out here lying that she had the Rona and got mad at Milagro because she was talking about she had the Rona and she was so sick. She hooked up the tubes, but still was being messy. So how you had time to be all that messy when you hooked up to all these tubes and breathing machines, but yet you still being messy? Oh, and messy. And then got caught up when they started dragging her. All right? Because I have to say it. I understand that. I get it. But Kelly, go in the studio. Your gospel album flopped. It did. And it was an gospel album, but it flopped. It's like, I don't know what. I think you need a deep cleansing. Maybe because I talked to a person that do in the spiritual realm. Maybe you need to go on a fast of a fast for 60 days and 60 nights with fruits, and I want you to bathe in some strawberries, berries, bathe in some warm milk. I really want you to really get into a 60-day detox, whatever it is that you do, a 60-day detox. I'm sending myself milk and honey. Just bathe in some milk and honey for 60 days. That's what I'm saying. So 60 days. I'm just sensing that. I'm sensing that. I don't have any cards, but in my wandering eye is telling me a 60-day cleanse, like cocoa butter, a cleanse of your body, because obviously you're very mean, nasty. All right? Let's move on from Kelly Price. I know I got two of her fans in here ready to go toe-to-toe with me. All right. Now, Teyana Taylor and her husband, Iman, did I say it right? Iman, hope I said it right. But her husband was cheating on her. And I think he have a right to cheat, because Teyana Taylor is a woman that like women. She's using this man for her beard. Now, I know y'all gonna drag me, and I got my producers in my ear. He don't want me to say this. Paul don't want me to say this. But she's using this man for a cover-up. You don't want to be with a man. You want to be with a woman. That Teyana Taylor, she's masculine. It's giving, I'm smelling vibrators. Big old vibrators. I'm feeling like she called her husband bro. I feel like you capping. That's the type of word to share with her husband. So I don't mind her husband cheating on a more high yellow white woman. I don't mind it because she's aggressive. Teyana Taylor looks mean. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why would she marry a man knowing that you want to marry a woman. She liked that kitty cat. And it's okay you like the kitty cat, but don't up there try to ride the pin you really want some kitty cat. And I don't think her husband make her come like a woman. I'm going to say that when I'm going to say it. I know Mr. I hope I'm saying his name right. Her husband, I know he don't make her come like a woman make her come. And I'm just being real. I don't know if y'all want to understand me, but I'm being real. I understand. I said the same thing. I see it in her. She's giving me hardness. You know what I'm saying? Like she ride motorcycles and smoke blunts and just be tearing women boxes up. I mean, Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor definitely don't mesh well. And so I just want to say, because she's aggressive, she's mean. Most black women like that look like they're mean and bitter. And a lot of mean, bitter black women, they like women. They angry at the man because we're not a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like you want us to be feminine and be woman, to be your B word. You know what I'm saying? If you want that, then be with a woman. And that's Teyana Taylor right there. I said she's a very masculine woman. She's very masculine. And you know what I'm saying? She looks like she could play a gang member, an evil gang member, a good old drug dealer. But her husband, he want to move on. See, white women, they're more soft-spoken, submissive. Some of them even learning how to cook, learning and mastering fried chicken. They're very obedient. Black women, masculine women like Teyana Taylor, she's not masculine. She's masculine, but she have no femininity in her. Like if he said, baby, make me a sandwich. She will, what do you mean? I've been out here doing all this choreography. I've been doing all this choreography. How about you go ahead and make your own, sir? But a nice Becky with the good hair, a nice Karen, she'll get up and say, would you want the sandwich, baby? Would you want ham? Would you want some turkey? Would you want a little mayo? Would you want a little mustard? Okay, hon. Would you like a cold glass to drink with your nice sandwich? She will rub your feet. Black masculine women like Teyana Taylor definitely will not humble herself to be that. I would love to see her being feminine, but she's extremely masculine. I sense it in her bones. She's an extremely masculine woman. And I'm saying it humbly from the heart. And I understand that y'all don't want to say, look at that face. She looks like a but she just masculine for me. And for me, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just saying she's giving hard energy. She can definitely walk drag realness, man drag realness, because she have that masculine energy. She's cutting her hair and all of that. I know she looks down and wish she had what her husband had, that rod, that sausage. And I'm just saying that. And I know some women in here upset, but I'm just giving you an understanding of how I feel. What are y'all saying in the chat? She has one of the hardest bodies I ever seen, like Grace Jones. Yes, like a manly type of body. I don't like to see a woman with a six pack. I like to see my woman just a soft, fluffy, not like obese like Lizzo. No, not that girl. That girl need to get that sleeve. But a nice soft, cushy. I won't want to see no woman. She got muscles in her chest, veins coming out of her chest. To me, a six. I don't want to see my woman like that. I just don't. I don't want to see my woman up there, lifting weights. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. I want to see my woman in the kitchen cooking without a bonnet, looking good with some good old under, some good old bra and panties. You know what I'm saying? Or a bikini or whatever the case. Cooking me a full course meal. Just like, if I get a wife, if I'm working from like 7 to 3, I'm just talking about my wife, future Mrs. Wiley. She have to be submissive, like a full course meal. When I get in the shower, full course, hot, full course. My drinks is drinking, full course meal. I don't need to hear about her day all day. She just needs to serve me. And then once I'm fully fed and I'm watching all my news, taking care of my business, then we can talk about our day. Then we get into the bedroom. That's the type of wife that I want. But unfortunately, these new wives like Teyana Taylor, they got that masculine energy. Ever since women started getting degrees and getting PhDs and doctors and owning business, they got so masculine. They did not know how to be submissive to the man. A lot of women having a problem being submissive to a man. And I get it. And I'm just going to keep it understanding, okay? All right, she's just very masculine and she's very disrespectful because she thinks that she one of the brothers. Just because you got them hard cheekbones don't make you one of me. Let me be me. I can't be you. Don't come into my man's space and I don't want to come into your woman's space. All right, I'm just going to keep it real. All right, let me move on because I know some women in the chat is highly masculine. And most women, if they do call in, they're going to cuss, masculine, out of breath, and they got them big, thick arms. Them won't be the most women that call into the chat. They'll call in. They ain't going to show heavy, hard, Colt 45, Old English, Midfo Light cigarettes, Newport 100 breath, breathing. Those are the type of women. You know what I'm saying? I just have to keep it real. Now, what y'all saying in here? Mrs. Wiley Fish, Donna Ross wig in the chat. Look at it. Okay. As long as you buy the turkey and ham, we will make the salmon. Yes, because, I'm going to bring home the groceries. I'm training myself to be a good husband. And I hope Mrs. Wiley is training herself to be a good wife. Whoever she may be, she could be white, black, Indian, African, whatever. I hope that she's submissive, beautiful, submissive, obedient, and know how to manage money and learn how to take commands. You do that, you can send me an email at wileyshow@gmail.com, or you can send me a DM if you're willing to submit to this authority. You have to submit to my authority. If you don't submit to my authority, then we can't be together. Now, I'm not for everybody. I'm not for Teyana Taylor because we too much alpha. I can't give her no command. So again, in order to have a woman, have to give a command. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest. I know what I like. I like to be fair. I don't want to hear about your day all day, every day about your problem. No. Your job is to serve me, and my job is to make it to serve you, right? Your job is at home cooking and making sure the house is clean, and I have a full course meal, butter rolls, turkey, I may want me some good old crab legs. I'm buying all this expensive stuff. I might want some asparagus, some good old asparagus. I want all of that. And of course, when a man walking around, I gotta say this. And I told a woman, I said, when a man walking around, when your husband walking around, you supposed to stand. Women, masculine women, look at me differently. You supposed to stand. Now, when I come in a room as the president, I say everybody stand for him. I'm the president in this house. So if I'm married to you, you have to stand. So does the babies. When I come in the room, okay, the baby crying, they supposed to stop crying once until I'm seated. Then you all can continue with your day. And I must give the command that you must continue with your day. You may, okay, as you were. You can keep on. But you can't do that until I give you what? The command. And I understand that some women in here upset and mad. But this is the reason why this big old chocolate, man, I mean, it just looks so good in chocolate. He want a woman that's going to be submissive. He want a woman that's going to be submissive. He want a woman that's going to come to him spiritually, physically, all this, the whole essence of it. And I want to move on from this subject because I know a lot of women in here are upset of how I teach. But that's because you're masculine and you're not used to this type of teaching, okay? So I'm going to have a woman, she must commit. And already the masculine women in the chat, they're in the chat. They can't understand what I'm saying because they control their man. You can't control me. You must submit under my authority. I am the head. Once we get married, and before we get married in the vow, you must obey me. That's in the commandments. That's in the vows. You must obey your husband. All right? Raise the children. Cook. I mean, cook. You see, I sometimes I want warm room temperature water. Sometimes I want some ice cold water like I got now, you know? Sometimes I want ice cold. Sometimes I want me a little old juice. Sometimes I want me a nice glass of wine. You got to know what I want. You know, I want you to guess what I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Really, surprise me, baby, if you're a good cook. Surprise me. But some of y'all don't even know how to cook. Don't even know how to cook. You want to be a baddie and don't know how to bake a pie from scratch. Okay? Now, let's move on. I'm already, make sure y'all thumbs up because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And don't even know how to make homemade biscuits from scratch. Don't even know how to make homemade cornbread. Don't know how to make it. Homemade bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Don't even know how to have a garden of collard greens and grow cucumbers and have an apple tree and all of that, the different type of fruit trees. You don't know how to do it. And the only thing they're going to say is ubis. No, you can have somebody that want to do ubis, but with dating with Mr. Wiley, I'm old school. You're going to make stuff from scratch. Okay? Or don't even come my way. Go the other way. You won't be able to be my husband. Now, okay, let's move on. I'm already making them mad. Okay, now. All right, I see people in here already mad and upset, but let them be upset. Ask me, do I care? I do care in a sense, but this is my opinion. I'm not going to bow down to you and cry for you. This is my opinion. You can't take that, then I don't know what to tell you. Go wash that makeup off and come on the show, hit the link. I bet you won't do it. You got to have on 55 Shades of Makeup. All right, Cardi B and Joe Budden and Nicki Minaj. First of all, Cardi B was on Station Head. Now, they are competing with Nicki, but she gets more into it. One thing I can say about Cardi interviews than Nicki interviews, Cardi is more personable. She is more aware. She don't chew on ice. She don't start off her words. She just with us. I love that. So Cardi B was doing a show, and then she had to go boo-boo. She said, I had to boo-boo, and I'm washing my hands, but they was asking her questions about Joe Budden. I don't know the hosts that interviewed, it was multiple interviewed her. They did a great job. They wasn't high. They was very sober in interview. They asked her about Joe Budden, and she said the reason she don't like Joe Budden because he trashed the song, but and just trash the record, didn't give the record a chance, and that he's interviewing a woman. He hate me, pretty much said, interviewing a woman that I sued. She's talking about Tasha K. But I understand, like my colleague Coffee City have said, because most people send me her video. You know, I'm the type of black man, I give credit from people I get my information from. So I was watching Coffee City, beautiful Coffee City, and I agree with what she said. Let me echo what she said if you didn't see it. She said, Cardi, you can't get mad at Joe Budden for interviewing Tasha when you made Tasha K famous. You made the woman famous when you sued her. Not only did you sue her, but you went on a public rant against her. Now you want to say the world that Tasha K paid people to say that you R-word them, that you robbed them, that you D-word them, all this stuff, like multiple different things that you different said over and over and over. Like, I don't understand that now you shocked, you surprised that all these people that was watching from the sidelines is going to interview Tasha. Of course, Tasha K is an internet personality, troll, infamous liar, but she brings in the ratings. The only thing about Tasha K is she's trash. She need a stylist because her face look all soggy and wrinkled, look like her makeup is trash. It's just her whole look is just all over the place. I don't understand how Mr. Kibi let his wife look that bad. Maybe this is the help, the bankruptcy, but she been looking bad before she said she didn't have it. She looked trash. She was on this other show, Comedy Height, looked like garbage. And so, Cardi B, you still bringing Tasha K up. You still bringing her up. It did not destroy her. It did not end her career. She's still winning. The woman became a celebrity. When you Google your name, Tasha name come up. So out of all this stuff, Cardi, you helped Tasha. And that's why Tasha was smart strategically. She teamed up with the 40-year-old bully, Nicki Minaj, and that relationship helped them become powerful against you, Cardi B. You don't have nobody powerful as an ally that could go against Nicki and Tasha K. We thought you had it with a young gentleman there. He's on Percocet. He's an addict. His back is twisted. You don't have that good, strong relationship. Tasha K got it because strategically they dish you. All she do is stream Nicki Minaj song. She goes viral. She still talked about you, and she still get a reaction because you thought it was going to destroy her. You said it was going to be it. You said, I'm going to own everything. Embezzle, you're going to jail. What did Tasha do? She made a record. So why we get mad at Joe Budden? We understand that Joe Budden is messy. He do. Now, one thing I can agree with, he do hate you. You know why? He got a relationship with Nicki. What is one way to stay in Nicki Minaj's good graces? Interviewing Cardi B biggest ops, Tasha K. Bring that bald-headed woman to New York and interview her. So we understand that. Not only is it great to interview the bald-headed liar Tasha K, but that's going to bring ratings to Joe Budden dying podcast. This podcast is dying. Ain't nobody been tuned into the Joe Budden podcast in forever. But interviewing Tasha, she understands the game to ask something. They're going to ask her something messy. They're going to cut it up, that clip out to the blogs. It's going to go to viral. Because Cardi B knows this. But Cardi, you did it. This wouldn't have been the story if you'd have just not sued her. Now Tasha K saying, well, if I sue, now Tasha K said, well, if I get sued, I would, if I get sued, I will not talk about the lawsuit anymore. I'm not going to just talk about it. Even though I get served, I don't have it. She was still dissing Cardi B on Comedy Hype. And now that Cardi dissing Tasha, you still beefing with Tasha. Who's winning in this situation? Tasha. Tasha K is winning in this situation. Out of all this stuff is Tasha K is winning. Hello? I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back in about an hour. All right. Tasha K is winning. And all stuff, Tasha is winning. Cardi is winning too. Because Nicki Minaj, you got a picture of her. She up here about to host the VMAs. And she demanded. Do we have a picture of them too? She demanded to MTV that I close in the 50 year of hip hop. Why not Lil' Kim? This is sad, MTV. I speak to y'all shame. Y'all are stupid. Nicki Minaj it's not in the beginning origins of what really made hip hop iconic. Lil' Kim was a part of that history. So why not Lil' Kim a part of the 50 year of hip hop? Why is Nicki Minaj just closing this? So I don't understand. I'm gonna watch it tonight, but I'm glad that Cardi. I want to know how's Nicki gonna respond. I get it, MTV. Y'all want to do this, and I'm here for it. But I'm team Cardi B all day. Cardi should have hosted the VMAs. Cardi should have hosted it. But I understand y'all want to keep this beef going. Hopefully those two women can talk behind the scenes, but they can't make up because it's more profitable for them to beef than to make up. And if they do make up, the song got to have like a beef, like a Boy Is Mine type of record, you know, with each side and who did it. And even if they do a record, it ain't gonna really work because this person gonna put the verse in, overdo the verse. That's what Nicki Minaj does. She hit a verse, she changed the verse. This one hit a verse and change the verse, etc. So I'm gonna watch it tonight. That's why we're on the live right now, and we're gonna watch it. But this is what we're gonna do. And then also too, Nicki Minaj is dealing with a crisis right now because Doja Cat have surpassed her as the number one artist. Have surpassed her as the number one hit. Doja just came in and surpassed Nicki Minaj. So while she worried about Cardi, Doja got her because Doja was strategic. I'm going to let y'all beef. I'm going to play these games. I'm going to play like I'm the devil, and I got number one record. Doja. All right? So Doja got, and when I heard Cardi B record Bangles, I love it. I can't wait to see her perform. But she's going to do that, her and Megan Thee Stallion. So this is going to be a high-rated show on MTV tonight. I'm about to get a subscription. Somebody's about to give me a subscription so I can see that show. All right? Somebody going to give me a cable subscription to see that show tonight. All right? Send me a donation. Hit my cash app so I can give you some YouTube TV tonight so I can sit here and watch it. All right? But it is what every time I talk about, and then let me say this when I talk about Nicki Minaj. Every time I say something negative about Nicki Minaj, you guys, and I'm not talking about y'all, my live viewers, but my 60-second viewers or my 15-second viewers, y'all is getting me together. So I'm on my YouTube feed, my TikTok, all of that, and y'all be letting me have it in the chat. You will never be this creator. This creator always surpass you. Y'all think that gets to me. It does not. My sole job is to talk about what I think in 15 seconds. This is why I get 60,000 views. In one case, 175,000 views. We did something else, got 80,000 views. We did something with Kamala Harris, 20,000 views. Another one, 40, 50,000. So keep on talking about me. They said you should put on some shades. Why would I put on shades? That's what make me different. This is my help. Let them see my eye. Okay? Why do I have to put on shades? For what? And so we're going to talk about it. And so Nicki Minaj fan, they are aggressive. I have a person, he wants to be my boyfriend, which ain't going to work. He too weak. Oh, he talk about Nicki. Man, stop. Drop them draws. Let's stop talking about Nicki. Anyway, but Nicki. Oh, I don't Nicki go ahead and pay your rent. Help you get a place. Help you get a car. You up here defending her. You need to be following me because you defending her, baby. That ain't help. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm defending her. I got to live out here on the street and have to go and couch hop. And you talking about Nicki. Sit your stupid behind, dummy. You too stupid. Arguing about Nicki, who the queen. You broke. Shit out. Pay your bills. Then we can have an intelligent, intellectual conversation of who the queen. You can't even get you a good old cell phone. You talking about Nicki Minaj is the queen and cussing me out because I Love me some Cardi. Who cares? Oh, you defend, you a racist. You love her. I don't care what you say. I like both women. I prefer Cardi B at this moment because I love Bangles, whatever the name of the song is, better than that new record that Nicki Minaj tried to sing with them stupid vocals. She can't sing worth of nothing. And her husband can't come to the show because he got a whole ankle bracelet. Okay? Stop talking about husband. I talk about husband and keep talking about husband. You can't stop me from talking about her husband when the New York courts talked about her husband. The state of California talked about her husband. If you big and bold enough, then defend that R-word and sick, twisted person. Now, for the people that don't have Bangles, okay. Now, for people that don't have cable, I think you can get Sling. I think it's Sling. Is it Sling? Do Sling have MTV? Let me see who had MTV. Give me a second. Do Sling? I gotta see. Do Sling? Okay. I think it's MTV, right? Yes. You have it. They do have it. Bongos. I don't know what it is, Sean. Bongos. So, yes. Okay. Bongos. So, yeah, we're going to be watching that tonight. So, I ain't have cable since the MJ Glove. Baby, that means you ain't had cable since the 80s. They said it's on several channels, MTV and BET then. Okay. So we're going to open up the phone lines. I got to talk to my girlfriend for a second because I haven't been talking to her. I've been so busy working. But anyway, I don't know if y'all want me to open up the phone lines. All right. I don't know if y'all want me to open up the phone lines. So give me a second here. Oh, wait. We ain't talking about Steve Harvey. I can't even get out of here. I got to talk about Steve Harvey because that's the last topic of the day. Okay. I got to talk about Steve Harvey because I got notes on this. Now, Steve Harvey, and I got to say this about Steve Harvey. I got to say this about Steve and Miss Shirley Strawberry. She's trash. Now, I did hear the recordings. I had to hear from myself again. Shirley, let me tell you why you trash and why you ain't a nothing woman, okay? You was dissing your boss, talking about he was out of breath. Oh, I can't wait to have money like this and all that money they had. And I can tell that Steve Harvey don't use that machine because he out of breath. And I'm 3 years older than him, and I'm not even out of breath. You are a sick woman. That's why you broke, because you're the type of chick that I warn my colleagues about that get in your face, you work with, and they're dissing you behind your back. You're one of those type of women. You all buddy doing the strawberry letters, reading them letters, and you dogging your boss. If he fire you, what you gonna do? Who want to hire a 75-year-old woman? What you gonna do? You did that. And you because you're jealous of Steve that he married Marjorie Harvey and not you. Don't nobody want your stinking tail. You messy. And you got caught being messy. You got caught being messy. It's just like I told Chronicle Speaks on the phone last night. I said, that's a very messy woman. And I said, because she said, can you keep me out of your content? I will never keep you out of my content, Chronicle Speaks. You're too beautiful. You will be a part of my content. If I get a hold to you, I ain't letting go. You better go ask people. The only thing you can do is just take it. And be honored that I got my hands on you. But no, I will never stop. But I will always respect you. I will never go in your chat like you went in my chat trying to tell me what to do. I will never do that. So I got to check you because I am an alpha, man. I will put you in your place. Okay? Chronicle whatever. You better chronicle and sit down and be submissive when you come to this chat. Don't you dare ever think that you can get me together. That's your problem. Stay in your place. All right? So, Shirley Strawberry, which I love. I used to, but I think she's garbage. Because she trashed her boss. And when she trashed her boss, her career is over. There is a lane for you at the Wiley Show. I will love you. You're a senior citizen. And to get that base of seasoned women, you come on my show and be my help. Right? Your husband going to jail. I know you need a man. I'm a younger man than your husband. I'll wake that box up that's on the clearance rack. I love getting stuff off the clearance rack, especially when I can make it a prized possession. I know you are embarrassed. And I know that you Google people that talk about you. Because you Google people that talk about you on Facebook that talk about you. That's how I told Like Chronicle Speaks. These people, they say, well, somebody sent it. No, nobody sent it to you. People, you send it for yourself. We do have a show called Two Man and a Lady. It could be Two Men and a Strawberry Lady. Two Man and a Strawberry Lady. Come on, lady. You come on the show. These people be watching the show. Just like Miss Strawberry, she watching right now. She can't even sue nobody. Can't even afford the attorney. Now, when he get rid of her, y'all gonna be like, Wiley was right. His news is real. Now, I'm gonna open up the phone lines because people say you need to respect your elders. No, she should have respected her yoni and stop giving it to a whole pedo. Like I said the same thing to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is way younger, even though she's on her way, if not as a senior citizen. Okay? I just have to understand that. I know some of y'all don't like it and I'm talking about it. So what? I can say what I want to say about Shirley Strawberry. She's trash. And the strawberry is spoiled and rotten. Let's move on. Now, if anything else come up, we will be covering the trial of the husband. We're going to be live on location probably if y'all donate enough. Okay, New Black Eyewitness News Media will be there breaking the news. Okay? They won't fire her. They just will not renew her contract. All right? That box is dry. Let's go to the phone lines. 972 674 9462. I heard the record. I'm like, this lady is a messy old queen. She messy. Okay. They said you will get a try. You will get to talking and talking about her strawberry box. All right. Yeah, she's going to disappear in time. She's going to disappear. You know, it's going to happen. But I thank y'all so very much for tuning in. And thank y'all for calling. Baby, no phone lines from yesterday and from today. Today, I was getting phone calls. And when the show ended yesterday, I was getting phone calls. You guys, call when I'm live. When it say live, I'm live. When it say premiere, I'm not live. Okay? But y'all have been calling in on those couple of days. Now, we will not be coming back after the VMAs because it's going to be too dark. And I'm going to chill. Got a long day tomorrow. So we'll do our VMA stuff tomorrow. I will do it in a short, though, but not in a long video. But I will do it in a short. And then my long content will come later in the evening tomorrow because of how my schedule is. Some of my mornings have been booked. And so we are still doing the show in the evenings. All right. That's what we have to do. Let me see what y'all said in the chat. They said, love your family, meaning she's going to get fired. Yeah, she's going to get fired. Absolutely. Now, don't forget, y'all, we're going to be in Vegas October 6th through the 9th. You can RSVP for that at, Wiley Show Production at gmail.com. Wiley Show Production at gmail.com. Let us know if you're coming. We'll be in Vegas October 6th through the 9th. That's in a couple of weeks. I would love to see you. I would love to see you there. If you're not there, please donate for me to stay there or to stay and have a good old time on the weekend so I can gamble. All right. Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. If you want to do Zelle. If you want to do the Cash App, that is $ Marquise Wiley 28. Go to PayPal as well. And all of that information is on your screen in the chat. If you need to take down any of that information, you can. All right. You can. Thank y'all so very much. Now, any updates? Yeah, the mic was still the same old. They was arguing in Hyde Park, but we'll get into that another day because I do want some more stuff to say about that. But I appreciate that. So if y'all want to get some more political stuff, we'll talk about that in the next video. All right, because a couple of things I do want to talk about. But I want to say thank y'all. I will be going to watch the MTV, the VMAs. I got to watch the VMAs. I believe it's coming on MTV. So I got to go watch that. Make sure y'all thumbs up because I got to see that because all the women going to be in the house. And I'm off tomorrow. Man. Okay. Wow. And I'm off work. Man. We about to get it in. And don't let me send Kim. If he show up with them braids, he better not show up. He better not show up with them braids. Okay? He better not show up with them braids. I see y'all. He better not show up with them braids. At 3:42 p.m., according to the website.
Okay, so here, and you'll see like a lot of places, a lot of bond places will not bond her out if she has a current insufficient bond.
Really? So what does that mean? So she will have to stay? What? Can you break that down for me? Because I'm not understanding.
So, I mean, there are some bondsmen that will work with that, and they'll be like, okay, cool, like, and they'll charge you an extra fee. It's not going to be cheap to get her out.
Really? So it's okay. So the $2,500, that's not really $2,500 or on your system?
Okay, so if her bond is if her full bond is $2,500.
Yeah, because I'm looking. Hold on, let me see. Let me go on. Let me look on the website because I'm just judging it on the website here. I always say $21,500.
Okay, so at $21,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 10, $2,150. A lot of places charge $100 filing fee.
Okay.
So you're looking at $2,250 to get her out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she's insufficient with her bond, that means that she owes money to her bond company.
Oh.
So you're going to have to go, your best bet would be is to go back through the same bond company that she has, pay off the remaining balance, and then pay the bond that it's going to cost to get her out because they might charge a little cheaper and take that charge off.
Wow. Dude, I don't even know where she went because this is like an auntie of mine. I'm just confused. I have my credit card my money ready. Wow. Do you have it in the sense of where she was at previously or no?
No.
But you all for a fact can't bail her, can't do it at all.
Our bondsmen won't do it if they